Day 14, path to a $10,000 payout. This one's getting uploaded a little bit later than usual, but we're going to get into it. No trade today. We were pretty close to taking a trade, however, but we'll go over bias, and then we're going to go into what the possible trade was. Bias for the day was shorts. I thought it was going to be a clear short day. Itchy nose. Going into the day, we obviously had this new week opening gap. Yeah, there we go. Easier to look at the 1 hour. New week opening gap from War News. Came up, filled into it a little bit, was getting a strong reaction to the upside. Pre-market manipulated up into this 1 hour gap. I thought for sure we were going to go lower, take out London lows, and then these 4 hour lows that were over here. So that was almost like, I thought it was guaranteed. Clearly I was wrong. Market opens, we rip up. We do not take Asian highs. We start getting a small retrace down. Don't find an entry. Edge the high a little bit here. Another retrace. And then when we were here, I wasn't really looking for an entry because realistically, if I wanted to go long here, it's just not, like, the risk reward is 1 to 0.5 risk reward. So, like, that's not, I'm not going to take that. So that's why I didn't take a trade today, was the risk reward just wasn't there. What we're going to talk about briefly today is, I don't want to call it my new strategy. I'm going to call it like my base product, my base strategy. Because I kind of realized that I didn't really have like a definitive strategy. I was just kind of entering when I had conviction to a certain draw in liquidity, and I didn't think that was working. So I'm kind of taking a step back, reverting back to like basic shit. I backtested it this weekend. Just bare minimum, I got 5 trades in a month, which it's not the greatest, but it's not like the worst. And it was 6 trades, won 5, lost 1. The one that I lost was like, would I have taken this in an actual setting? Probably not, because we weren't really going towards a draw on liquidity. It was more of a tester to see, would this still work? So I'll kind of just gloss over it. My base strategy. So like very basic minimum thing that maybe not the basic minimum thing that I look for, because like I can still take a trade that doesn't include this stuff. But like this is like would be A+ to me at this point. So we'll let's see. So we'll use this as an example, because it has these gaps, and then we'll say like hypothetically there's a 4 hour high that's right there. That would be my draw on liquidity for the day. Yeah, let's just say this like high is up here. So if we're going on a 5 minute, obviously strong reaction to the upside off of market open. We come up, get a small retrace, and this is the retrace that I'm looking at. We do break structure. We don't take the high, but we'll say in this hypothetical, we get where's the there we go. This candle closes up here instead of coming back down. Like it fully closes, inversing these 1 minute gaps. This would be my entry. And then, oops, up to the high. and then stop or break even would be this point. Um, so it's narrowing it down to the. Jesus, I keep burping. Narrowing it down to. Can I delete this? Damn. There we go. So narrowing this down to the most basic. This is if this was to close up here. This isn't wicked up here I'm entering. This is if it closes up there. In its basic form, it's a 5-minute break structure, or say we were already in a bullish order flow on the 5-minute. 1 minute we get a small retrace. In that retrace, we create 1 minute bearish fair value gaps, and then we continue to inverse those bearish fair value gaps. Enter the inverse, TP at that high or low that I'm looking to take, and then stops below the 1 minute lows that were created. Break even at the very top. So we'll say like this doesn't exist. This doesn't exist yet. So break even would be at this high. Now hypothetically, this trade does do that, but like I said, this high doesn't actually exist. It's imaginary, and this was really the only high that could have been a draw to liquidity for the day. So I didn't take it. Plus we had news at 10. This also was like a perfect trade if there was a higher high to be taken up here. But we just didn't have the draw on liquidity for today. So yeah, that's like my bare minimum what I'm working with now. We're going to continue to backtest throughout the week and the weekend this week to build on top of that. Like, all right, the inverses work. Now we broke structure to the downside on this inverse. Would a break structure back to the upside also work if we don't have these fair value gaps? So it's just like building on top of what I have, like all the confluences. I don't want to say I'm making my own strategy, because everyone, like, this strategy exists, but it's like I don't know, not making it my own, but making it like the bare minimum and building up yourself. I feel like you just get, like, you're able to understand it more instead of just taking someone else's strategy, whole entire strategy, and trying to copy it or make it work for you. It's just too many things all at once. So I'm taking it step by step, only trading these inverses right now. Learn to see if the break structure with the reversal is working, and then go from there. So I think that's what's going to work. Hopefully hopefully, I could build on it, I guess. That's one thing, and then building on is one thing. Realizing it works is one thing, and then being able to only take the trade when that's presented is a whole different thing. That's a whole nother psychology thing that I would like to think that I have down. But you really never know until you know. So I'm gonna work on that, and then hopefully we can get a setup like this tomorrow. But actually a good draw on liquidity that isn't 5 inches away from being taken already. So that was day 14, I hope. I think it was day 14, so I'll see you tomorrow for day 15.